Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Sri Nagi, Ayurveda and medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about honey. When we talk about honey, many times this question comes in our mind and many people ask me also this, what is Ayurveda point of view about honey? Whether it is hot in potency or cold in potency, is it heating in nature or cooling in nature? So people are always confused because sometimes we are recommending honey with lukewarm water, sometimes also we are recommending honey in cold things. So people get very confused like what is this about honey, whether it is cold or hot, how to recognize this. So let's see what Ayurveda has to say about it. About honey, you would be surprised to know honey is neither cold in potency, neither hot in potency. It's neither cold in nature, neither hot in nature. Not when I'm saying hot or cold, I'm not speaking in terms of temperature. I'm speaking in terms of post-digestive effect or its effect on the body. So neither it is hot, neither it is cold. So what is it? That means honey is one thing in Ayurveda that is known as Yogvahi. That means to whatever you will mix honey with, to whatever thing you will mix honey, it will acquire its properties. If you mix honey with the things which are hot in potency, like ginger, you know, when you have some mild irritation in the throat, so we say half spoon of ginger juice with honey, mix it with honey and just take it and add little bit of pepper. So ginger and pepper both are hot in potency, and when you mix it with honey it becomes more hot, and that's why, because it becomes more hot in potency, this is how it relieves your throat problems. Similarly, when we are making very cooling drinks sometimes like thandai or like in summer season, we ask honey to put in this thandai because it's very hot weather and we want cooling within. So just to cool down the temperature, we ask like add little bit of honey in it. So honey, when you mix with the things which are kapha enhancing or cooling in potency, it will make it more cooling. So honey is something that works as fuel. If you mix it with hot potency thing, it becomes hot in nature. If you mix it with cold potency things, then it will become cold in nature. Make sure I am talking about potency, not about temperature. That means potency means how it impacts on your body, what is its post digestive effect. So this is known as potency. In Ayurveda, we use honey. All, I think maximum medicines of Ayurveda medicines, we recommend honey, to take it with honey. Why? Not for the taste of the tongue. Why? Because it will enhance the quality of the medicine. And whenever you mix honey with any Ayurveda medicine, it will enhance its quality. Like Sitopaladi Churna, like it is one kind of thing which mixture which we usually give for chest infections, or if you have a lot of mucus in chest. So we add honey to it and then ask people to lick it with medicine. So why? Because honey will enhance the properties of that medicine. Because why it is? Because it works as a fuel. It quickly acquires the properties. Another reason to give Ayurvedic medicines with honey is like honey quickly get mixed with the blood. So it is just like shooting fuel. Immediately if you are consuming honey, after some time it will get mixed with the blood. So it will very quickly get digested. So those people, when we have like problem like sinking heart, or we feel like glucose level goes very low, or we have a sinking heart situation, or like palpitations, like sometimes we just feel very scared or something, we immediately ask people to give honey. Why? Because honey immediately will get mixed with your blood and boost your energy. So honey has tremendous benefits when it comes to, like, honey is the nectar of life, and it is very beneficial thing. So we all should consume honey. In addition to that, if you are having diabetes, then you should avoid honey, because diabetic people also can consume honey, but that is different kind of honey, that is known as neem honey. Neem honey means honey bees, there are neem trees, and honeybees are fed on these neem trees and neem flowers, and as you know, neem is bitter in taste. So when these bees capture the juices from these neem flowers, the quality of that honey you will get, that is having anti-diabetic properties, because neem is considered as very bitter and anti-diabetic. So that kind of honey still people can take, but not for those people who are very high sugar levels, but those who are in pre-diabetic state, they can consume honey. But this neem honey. In addition to that, when we are talking about honey, so another thing is also very important. So many times also it happens, like how to recognize what is the best quality honey. The best quality honey is multiflora honey. That means the honey that has been gathered by those bees, either they are wild bees or they are gathering this honey from a vast area, either it should be from jungle or from very big vast area, like wild, where multiflora is there. So that kind of honey is considered as the best in terms of immunity. And there is also a cheap honey in the market, that is very adulterated honey, that also looks like honey and it also passed the test of honey, but this honey is fed on jaggery. These honey bees are fed on jaggery. They sit on jaggery, take the juice and just make honey, not from jaggery fields, but jaggery itself, brown jaggery cooked. So this kind of honey, it also looks like honey, but the quality of this honey is not good, and it doesn't has medicinal value, but still it also been sell in the market on the name of honey. So while buying honey, it is very important, either you buy it from trustworthy farmer whom you knows, like from where he is collecting honey, or if you are buying from the market, make sure like it should be from proper place where you can collect, like this honey has been collected from where, multiflora or just from the jaggery. So these things are very important. In addition to that, honey, regarding honey, one big mistake these days, all the latest dishes when we are doing, that is honey baked cake, honey chili potato, or Indian dish, if you say honey chili potato, it tastes awesome, but it is totally wrong combination according to Ayurveda. And honey baked cakes, like in which you are baking a cake, as you all know, for baking a cake you need to raise temperature to certain limit, and instead of like sugar, they are saying we are not using white sugar, but we are using honey, because honey is natural, but maybe they are not aware of the Ayurveda concept, like honey should never be heated. According to Ayurveda principles, if you ever heat honey, it converted into toxins and converted into very sticky substance that get deposited in your arteries and invite a lot of chronic ailments, blockages, heart problems, kidney issues, liver issues, spleen issues. And even these days, if you go through research papers, there also you will find, as Ayurveda says, like honey should never be heated. So research papers also says like you should never heat honey. So honey baked cake, honey baked jam, honey baked biscuits, all these things are not at all according to Ayurveda principles of honey. We should never consume honey in heated form. We should never heat honey in a pan, and we should never use honey as a replacement of sugar for those things which you are going to cook. Otherwise you can use honey, you know, in normal way with as an ingredient, but that dish should not be cooked. If you are cooking something, you should not use honey as a replacement for sugar. You can use better option, that is jaggery, because jaggery can be heated, but honey you should never eat because it invites a lot of toxins. Also these days a very big trend in herbal teas. When we are taking any kind of herbal tea has quite high temperature. So in that teas you are using honey, because it also using as a replacement for sugar. So I would suggest in these teas also use jaggery rather than honey, because honey, if you are using in such teas, as you know, temperature of tea is very high, and in Ayurveda heating of honey is never recommended. Instead you use jaggery, and if you want to use only honey, then the temperature of the tea should be lukewarm, because honey can be taken with lukewarm water. You should never consume honey with warm water or hot water. Why? Because many times this misconception happen, like I want to get slim and honey is hot in potency, and if I mix with hot water it will become more hot, and it will help me to lose fat very quickly. But it is totally false information. Even if you want to lose weight, you can add little bit of lemon and little bit of honey in lukewarm water, but you should never use honey in hot water, because it will yield more toxin rather than health in your body. So that's all about honey. I hope you will take precautions before taking any kind of honey, and this video will help you. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching me for the first time, there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button. Please click the bell icon, hit the subscription button so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button. You can click this join button and you can support us. Those of you who want Ayurveda consultations, please write to me on this given email ID, and I will let you know how we can schedule it. If you have any questions, please write down those questions in the comment section. I will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. So with this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care. Bye.